You got to tell them this. That's how 3 people just described a sales course that they took. And the coach started out with that phrase. You got to tell them this. You don't got to tell them anything. I'm Marla Copal. I'm a sales coach. I've helped people make over 50 million in revenues. And what I want to share with you are the distinctions in selling that are going to make you comfortable and help you really be the person you want to be in a sales conversation. So first of all, we never have to tell anybody anything. It is our responsibility to be accountable to ourselves, to share with our buyer what it is they want to hear, meaning they want to hear how the product is useful for them. Well, you can't know how it's useful to them unless you seek to discover what it is that prompted them to see you in the first place. So if they come up and start a conversation with you at a trade show, or they message you on Facebook, or somehow they saw one of your ads or your posts, you want to be in that situation where you can go, what caught your attention? What attracted you? This is an ask assertive selling process. Meaning you don't know squat as a salesperson until your buyer shares with you. So if you're a tell assertive, I got to tell you, then you're absolutely ignoring the qualities of that buyer that are going to be making that buying decision. So if you're really in one of those situations where you want to know why you're not making all the sales you want to, or you're not keeping all the sales that you've made, and people are just canceling on you, it could be that you're being too tell-assertive. Now, I'm a tell-assertive person, but I can modify my behavior to be ask-assertive, because that is the winning style that's going to take you through any sales conversation. And I share more of this in my gift that I have for you at the end, 8 tips to win at selling. But let's talk about this thing called ask-assertive. It's not just at the beginning. It's also in the middle of the conversation. It's the end of the conversation. You can't script a sales conversation, but you can practice your open-ended questions. So you might say to someone, what prompted you to connect? What intrigued you? What caught your attention? Those are all open. If you are selling something that's in the financial realm or the health realm, and you say, well, what are your concerns about your health today? That may or may not be where you want to start. It could be too finite. Actually, it doesn't sound finite to you, but it is too finite for some buyers because you're asking too much personal information. Get them to open up. Just go back and say, so what prompted you to stop at my booth? What prompted you to connect with me off of my Facebook message? What is it you want to know? What made them take action today? They didn't take action yesterday. They're not going to take action tomorrow. They took it today. There's a lot of discovery to be made just in why they made that decision today. And then you don't want to just stop at their first answer. You want to go ahead and hear a little bit more. So as they explain their story, you might sit there and go, is there really anything I can attach my product to? No, I don't even know if my product's a fit yet. So you say, well, tell me more. Now you're drilling down. Now they're getting to that point where they might be revealing a little bit more about themselves. You might have the opportunity to hear the emotion in their voice about the situation they're in. And this is going to give you the foundation to begin to think about how your product or your service might be a fit. But wait, let's go one step further. Go ahead and say, what have you thought of? What have you tried? Oh, now you're going to understand where they've been. What's the journey they've been on, so that you, the seller, can really relate to this buyer. So now that you've asked them what intrigued them, it's all their information. You asked for more, you found the emotions, and now you have said, what have you thought of or tried? You understand how they make choices. Now you're in a better space to not necessarily present the answer right now, but you're able to speak in generalities about their product to see if it's your product, to see if it's a fit for them. So in other words, you might say something like, so what I hear is, and what I believe you'd like to have is, Notice there's no tell assertive in here. You don't want to come out of that nice little opening and then say, so what I think I have for you here is da 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 da. People are losing sales because they jump into solutions too soon. You want to be a solutions person, but you really have to watch it. You can do it too soon and you'll still kill the deal. So if you've done all this beautiful work opening up the conversation and being ask assertive, and then being just enough of an ask assertive to qualify what it was they said and make sure you're on the right track, then you go ahead and you ask permission. Say, so what I think I'd like to share with you are these items because I believe they will fit your need, but you let me know. Now, see, you don't have to be in charge to be in power. You don't have to be spewing forth words or pointing your finger or telling them why this is really good for them. Once you know people and they feel you've heard them, they're going to make choices that are good for themselves. So be ask assertive at the beginning of your sales conversation. Keep that ask assertiveness until you have enough information to see if the product is a fit. And then you can start going into some of those situations where they might want to buy something. You can put packages together. Hit that subscribe button. Follow me for more. I want you to get my gift for you, which is 8 tips to win at selling, which is in my link.